So our purchase, unlike many of the panelists, is from 25 rupees to 600 rupees. So, and it's virtually sort of convenience driven. So the question is, in that kind of a retail format, what is the role for digital technology? So I think if I take it to first principle, I think we think a brand is about understanding a particular consumer, his need, expressing a promise, and then delivering it. And I think as the world is becoming more competitive, all brands have realized that the consumer segment that is important is the individual consumer segment, which means the segment now is no longer groups. We used to do earlier families, young adults, teenagers, but it is an individual. So each person is a very important consumer. And digital, to my mind, helps you understand and engage and then deliver the service to that individual consumer. So we see the role of digital across these three spectrums of it enables us to understand who this individual consumer is, measure whether he's liking us or not liking us. It enables us to engage him, which is inform him about our products through our websites, engage him, empower him to order online, etc. And then finally, make him a part of that experience of that particular brand. So let me share with you some specifics on how we're doing this. So we sort of straddled our digital strategy across three pillars of ordering, payment, and then post-purchase. So and each one of these three pillars, we see a very rich role that digital has to play. So in ordering, for example, we now have digital menu boards in all of our restaurants that are centrally controlled from the office in Gurgaon, and you can actually change all the menu boards using technology, and that's one application of digital technology. We have self-ordering kiosks, so consumers go in, they don't have to stand in line, they can actually go to this order kiosk, much like an airline counter, and punch in their order and have some interactivity there. So some examples on the ordering side, and of course online. So we're recently going quite hard after online ordering for pizzas, for Pizza Hut. And we're seeing a lot of traction on that front as well. Then on payments, that's another entirely new gateway. Credit card, debit cards, preloaded gift cards, how does that work and make that convenient for the consumers? And finally, post-purchase or loyalty, that's around CRM, how do you really now leverage the database that you have collected of your individual consumers to send out customized offers in a digital fashion through emails, Facebook, SMSs and so on, and customize what you're offering to individual consumers. So the three aspects of ordering, payment, and loyalty is the way in which we are thinking about this. I think the realization that we've had is that the application, like you said, it's not a trade-off between online and offline. I think digital actually enables you to understand the consumer at an individual level, so I think it actually makes you more powerful. But it actually starts with everybody in the company firstly understanding what this digital world is. And one of the things we've asked each one of us who are slightly north of the 25-year age bracket that you talked about, where the penetration is deep, that, for example, do I use Twitter? Do I use Facebook? Do I have a output account? And what are my own individual habits? Only by doing that can I really understand how my consumers relate to this extremely powerful media. And I have to confess that I was a big failure on Twitter, etc. I still don't understand the point of it. But I'm trying. So I think one of the things learning is that in the organization is if you want to leverage digital, you first have to make that a part of your own life. And the second, I think, big insight for us has been that even though the penetration levels for internet, etc. sound very good, actually they're not very high because I understand it's less than 100 million, etc. But mobile penetration, as we know, is almost more than 800 million. We're the second largest mobile penetrated country anywhere in the world. So I see a lot of breakthrough happening with using mobile technology for ordering, payment, or loyalty, which may or may not be internet driven, but I think mobile could be a very powerful platform to leverage this further for building essentially strong brands.
So if I can have a follow-up question on that, you talked about mobile, and are you seeing a distinctive shift in terms of mobile users coming to your site to just browse through, or are you seeing a significant shift in terms of ordering also going through mobile, or that's still in nascent?
I think mobile access to internet through smartphones is also quite limited, but I think the real breakthrough will happen when you have things like mobile wallets, using your mobile as a card device for loyalty, which I think is